All right, I'm going to be going over this kata for the day. It's called Twisted Sum. For find the sum of the digits of all numbers from 1 to n, both 1 to n, both n's included. Kind of confusing, n and n's. But for n equals 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For n equals 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll get to 10 because it's two digits, we're adding up the 1 and the 0. And then same thing here, adding up the 1 and the 0 for 10, the 1 and the 1 for 11, and the 1 and 2 for 12. I'm going to use 10 as my test case to start because this 4 is pretty easy to do. It doesn't have any two-digit numbers. So let me start out with 10. And I'm going to use the variable n equals 10. So to print out all the numbers, I could use range of 10, print I. And so this gets me 0 through 9. So I really want 1 to 10. So this would be start at 1 and add 1 to this. So now I have 1 to 10. But if the number is two digits, going back, I need to add up the two numbers. So to do that, I'm going to have an if condition. So if length of string I does not equal 1, print I. It should just print a 10. So if I do this, then I want to iterate through this. So for x in string I, print x. So it split apart the 1 and the 0. So if I do like 11, I hard coded in 10. I want to put it in here. So then it returns a 1 and a 0 and the 1 and the 1 from 11. So cool. And then I'll have another else condition. I'll have an else condition if it's one digit, and let's just print that out. Let's go back to 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then when it gets to 10, it prints them out individually. So I'll be able to add them up. So let's call this my sum equals 0. And then add this up. So my sum. And since I'm iterating over this, I've converted this number to be a string. This x variable is going to be a string. So I need to convert it back to be an integer. So integer x. And then my sum plus equals I. And let's try running it. So 10 is supposed to be 46, and that is right. Let's try 12, should be 51. Cool. And then n equals 4. And it is 10. So cool. Yeah, I think everything is working on this. Let's try it out. So I want to return my sum right here and test. So it passes all the test cases. And let's try it out. And cool. So it worked for everything. Awesome. I wasn't sure if it was going to work for some of these bigger, like all I tested it on was 2 digits, but it did work. Just kind of depending on the logic that they wanted. 78,963. 78,963. Cool. So that is my solution. Thank you. And let me know if you have any questions.